What if you are interested in anime figure photography, toy photography, and you would like to set up a scene, a diorama for your figures, but you do not have a lot of budget to spend, and you do not have a 3D printer either, but you wanted some props, you needed some supporting furniture or models to go with a figurine for photography. So that is a very affordable way of doing it, and the answer is bootleg Barbie furnitures. So this is the topic for today. Let's get to it right away. Hello everyone and welcome to Excurgane Blog and Photography. My name is Steven, and with today's video I would like to give you guys a small tip or two on how to acquire props to help out with your anime figure photography in case you're interested in this hobby. Now with anime figures, they usually come in a slice of life theme, especially with how popular price figures are nowadays because they are very affordable. If you paid attention, they usually come in a slice of life theme, which is to say, they usually come with a very common outfit we wear daily, we see daily. For example, school uniform, swimwear, a casual outfit, maybe a maid outfit, and so on. So for example, with a maid figure, you can go for a living room setup or a kitchen setup. And this is where Barbie furniture comes in very handy. So with Barbie furniture, especially something like this, you do not have to go for the genuine, original Barbie furniture made by metal. Those are very expensive and you don't really want to waste your money on that when you are going to modify them and repaint them for figure photography. Any third-party bootleg counterfeit Barbie furniture will do, like this one. This box set, this pool set cost me about $15 US only. And for only 15 bucks, you get everything in this pic. Though personally, I bought it because I wanted this desk and chair set together with the umbrella. Everything else, the pool is just a bonus. So with this, I have already taken out a few of the parts. They are actually modular, which is to say they are a bit like a Gundam kit. You have to assemble them, and because the parts are separate, it makes it very easy to paint them because you can paint the parts separately and you will be able to customize them and have different colors for different parts. That is a great part about a modular setup, a model kit. So here is an example. This is the desk I have already assembled. So yes, with Barbie furniture, the colors are not going to be nice in the sense that most of them will be white and pink in color. So you will be expecting to repaint them in a color of your personal preference. Since Barbie furniture are mostly in white and pink, you will definitely need to repaint them in the color of your choices. And one thing you do need to be aware of is that Barbie furniture, they are often made with cheap plastic which are very glossy. To me, this looks a bit like ABS plastic, and a very glossy one. Injection molded plastic, right? Which means this is not spray painted, the color is injected into the material. So when you get a glossy surface like this, it is very hard to get paint to adhere properly on the surface of this furniture. You will need some heavy sanding and priming before you can even spray paint them. So this is all about your personal expectations. Do you want to go through all the trouble of sanding and priming before you paint it, or you would just directly throw a coat of primer and paint without any surface preparation? So this is about your personal expectations. Do you plan on using the diorama for exhibitions? For example, you have an anime convention, you want to transport everything to your personal booth and display it there. So you will need some durability in that kind of scenario. You will want to get the paint job done properly. If you are just making those props with the intention of photographing them at home with your figures, then perhaps you do not have to do such a great job with the painting, with the process of preparing the surface for painting. yeah, feel free to just throw a coat of paint on this and take photos, but do remember that harsh or rough handling of these props will cause the paint to chip off immediately because the paint is not adhering to the surface properly. For example, this suitcase right here, you can see the paint is already chipping off right here. You can see a bit of pink color because I did not really prepare the surface properly and I just airbrushed it just to photograph it with Gujako. The main reason is that I'm just using the prop for photography, not planning to use it for anything else including displays, so I kind of did a half-assed job with regards to painting this prop. And then with regards to the paint itself, what kind of paint should you go for? Even the cheapest spray can paint that costs maybe $2 a can will work. But once again, if you don't prepare the surface properly, you can expect the paint not to adhere properly. Of course, if you go for more expensive paint, for example by Krylon, or you will just use Mr. Hobby and an airbrush set, the adhesion will be a bit better, but nonetheless, if you don't prepare and sand the surface properly, the adhesion will not be good. Alright, let me put this aside first. So with Barbie furniture, if you give them a very artistic paint job, maybe weather them and shade them, you can even create something like this. So this looks like a very worn out chest or worn out furniture you'll see in an abandoned house. It was painted to look that way. And I used this in a specific setup for Kiss Shot Axerola Orion, or I would just call her 12-year-old Shinobu or Shinobu. So the photos look like this. So this is basically an abandoned house setting. And as you can see, everything in the setup, they are all Barbie furniture, maybe except for the door or on one side. The closet, the piano, the chairs, everything, they are all Barbie furniture that has only been repainted. That's about it. And everything else are extras. I scattered some sand, some debris around in the scene. That's about it. Of course, the door and the window behind are 3D printed, but you can make use of photo frames, cheap photo frames from gift stores as a window frame for your diorama setting. So this is exactly how useful Barbie furniture is if you know how to make use of them for figure photography. And then comes the most important question: what scale are these suitable with? What scale, what figure? So normally Barbie dolls, they are claimed to be 1/6 scale. Not officially though, but they are not really 1/6, a bit smaller. From my personal rough estimations, Barbie dolls are closer to 1/7 scale. And this will pass on to anime figures as well. So this furniture, they are normally ideal for 1/7 scale anime figures. Though if you're able to accept some discrepancy in size and scale, feel free to use them with 1/6 and 1/8 scale figures, so you pretty much have most anime scale figures covered with Barbie furniture alone. With regards to scale discrepancies, your main concern will be chair and tables, where if the size is a big mismatch, a major mismatch, you will notice, because chairs and tables, what matters the most is their height. So if the figure is too small, you will notice the table or the chair being too high compared next to the figure. And vice versa, if the scale is too small, you have a big figure and then the table will appear very low. For every other kinds of furniture, maybe a television set, a cabinet, a closet and so on, a sofa set for example, the size discrepancies in terms of scale with the actual figure does not matter as much, because this furniture, they come in various different sizes to begin with in real life. A refrigerator, for example, they come in various sizes. So even if the scale is a mismatch with the figure you're photographing, it does not really matter. It will not look weird in your photos, right? It will look rather normal. Your main concern is only chair and tables, so that is one thing to bear in mind. And then there is the issue of anime scale figures being rather inconsistent. Sometimes their 1/8 scale figures will be bigger than the 1/7 ones. So the best way to judge whether the Barbie furniture is suitable with that particular anime figure you're photographing is to look at the height of the figure, the head height. Usually a range of 23 to 27 centimeters for anime scale figures, they are ideal to be photographed with Barbie furniture. So I hope this video is helpful to you guys and hopefully informative as well, because Barbie furniture can be easily found online, Amazon, eBay, AliExpress and so on, fairly accessible. So hopefully this video will give you guys an idea where to start if you are planning to make a diorama to photograph your anime figures. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you guys again very soon. Goodbye.